We are live. What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope you are doing well. Appreciate your patience as always. Let's get the show started on the tickers that you want me to talk about. So off the bat, let's start this off. I am in none of these tickers except for Bitcoin. So let's talk about it across the board. Portfolio management live is what the word states. Watching your portfolio, seeing where these stocks and cryptocurrency is going. Good to see everybody in the comments. What's up, Pennsylvania, Turkey? What's going on, everybody? Let's go. So let's get into it. The tickers we are talking about tonight are the SPY, Space, Plug, Matic, SoFi, PLTR. Man, talk about one stock that is always on the news lately. Nvidia and Bitcoin. We're going to cover it across the board, so your portfolios are protected. So let's get it started now. Also, before I start, remember, I will never, ever message you on any single platform. Yes, I know about all the fake accounts. I know about all of it. Nothing I can do about it, folks. It's not me. Don't send random people on the internet your cryptocurrency. So let's get it started. Let's start off with the SPY right here. So as you can see, let's go full screen. By the way, I will be on the daily time frame mostly throughout the entire night. Just the daily time frame, because we're looking at it from a higher perspective, not seconds, minutes, or hours. So let's get it started. The SPY, straight out of the book. Again, for those that have the book, pull up. Hopefully, I always test myself on this and I get it wrong. I'm assuming page 70, no, 41, 43. I'm gonna say 43. I'm gonna try to be good. I was right the first time. Let's go, page 41. Everyone, as we do portfolio management live every Tuesday on YouTube, page 41, market stages should be the page that you are on. So let's go, market stages. Oh, I forgot to post that I'm live. Hold up. Completely forgot to do that. Completely forgot to post that I am live. Guys, give me 2 seconds. See, this is what happens when you rush and you're late. That's what ends up happening. Sacre bleu. By the way, let me know if you have any of these stickers that I'm going to talk about. Do you have them in your portfolio? Let me know. Tell me down below. Let's go. All right, so let's go. We are live on YouTube, folks. Look at that. Everyone's having a good time. We got Turkey in the house. All the way from Turkey. Gigi, what time is it in Turkey? Let's go. I am right there. We are talking about tickers. Boom, boom, boom. You're live on YouTube, folks. Look at that. All right, let's get this out of the way. I tried to leave. They brought me back. I tried to leave 3 times. I tried to leave 3 times. Didn't work out. All right, so let's go. So now, as you can see, stage 1, rocket ship stage 2. For those of you that have shorts and puts along the way, rocket ship. I know a lot of you will say, well, the economy this, the war with Ukraine and Russia this, the Saudis and the oils this. You're always talking about stuff across the board, which I understand. There's nothing wrong with looking at the fundamentals. I don't look at the fundamentals. That's just me. I'm a straight technical trader. There's nothing wrong with looking at the fundamentals. But when you look at the fundamentals, all you're going to do is think negative because the news isn't positive. It's not meant to be positive. It's constantly based off of fear. That's their agenda, to constantly keep you in fear, scared. You're not thinking straight. You act in a way that it's not proper. Think of it this way. When you're scared, are you thinking straight? When you're angry, do you think straight? Boom, boom, boom. I want you to use that perspective in this factor. So we are just going up, up, and away. Is a pullback coming? Yeah, of course, eventually, but just play it off the charts. As of now, like I said, 9 days of green without any red days. Yes, expect it to come, but for those of you that play the options play, God bless. God bless on that factor. So no pulling back now. We're on a stage 2 clean, and it just keeps propelling itself. The feds, man. This is talk about manipulation. Of course it's manipulated. Of course it's manipulated. So let's look at it. Let's look at other factors. We are overextended from the 200 EMA. By the way, as I talk about these things, you should be in the page that I'm talking about. So if I'm talking about the 200 EMA, go to the book and focus on that as well. You should be using this as a guide. We're overextended. We're in the sell zone. We've also, like I said, been a rally, a 9 days of rallying. So those are the 3 factors right now on this. We can use the RSI MACD on higher time frames. Nothing wrong with that. RSI is in the danger zone, as I call it. So, like I call this the danger zone. Higher probability of it coming down. But again, watch my words. I said a higher probability of it coming down, not that it's coming down. Keep that in mind. Higher probability. It could keep going and going and going. The market will go up longer than it will go down. Keep that in mind. The market will go up. Use this as your perspective right here. Let me show you. Let's jump to the monthly time frame. If you look at it from a monthly perspective on the SPY, I don't want to make tonight all about the SPY because this is the point I'm trying to make here. Historically, rocket ship all the way. Rocket ship all the way. You get slight pullbacks, but rocket ship all the way. So I am again on the SPY. This time I'm on the weekly time frame. The interesting part here is we are hitting that downtrend line. Let's see what happens here. We are hitting, like I told you this, a downtrend channel. So this could play out interestingly. My live is on Friday, which I might have to change after looking at this chart, is the end of the bears. That's the live I have scheduled for Friday, 8 p.m. But I don't think I should be doing that live. It should have been done scheduled 3 weeks ago, but it's too late now. So we could hit this upper level resistance and continue and then come back down, ride this channel, or break and just explode to the upside. Those are the factors right there. Eric, hit the like button. Appreciate you guys. Hit it up. Hit it up. So there you go. That's my perspective on the SPY. Let me tell you something. I trade in a bubble. I live in a bubble. I don't really know what's going on. In reality, I'm just going to be straight. And I'm going to tell you what. I short these penny stocks down. I short garbage penny stocks in the morning, ride them back down, and I'm done with the day. And it's a beautiful feeling. I'm just talking from my style of trading, which has evolved into what it is now. I don't care what the SPY does. I just look at the scanner, see what the scanner gives me, high probability play, my risk management, the reward is bigger than the risk I'm taking, and it always, praise God, turns out well. Then this way, I don't have to care about the economy, what's going on, president said what, who's going to jail. None of these things are relevant to me, my style of trading. The only time I know what's going on, I'm going to be straight, is Portfolio Management Live, where I come on and I look at the state. Because overall, I don't really care what's going on. Because my style doesn't affect it. That's just me personally. And that's the way I enjoy it. Boom. Boom, boom. I thought Friday was going to be the 3. Oh, yeah, Eric. 100%. 100%. We got to do that one. We'll do that, Eric. Yeah, that's Friday. What's up, Diana? Diana, are you coming December live trading? Professor, can you tell us how you chose which penny stock? Yeah, I said it on the in Instagram close friends or the secret Instagram. I posted it somewhere. We're going to do that private live the first month of Tuesday. I said that already. We're going to do that on the private live. The lives I do for the mentorship students on the side, Diana. I'll show you then. Boom. I'll be in Morocco then. We'll do the live then. All right, let's go. Next one. SPCE. SPCE. Let's go back to the daily time frame. Let's rock and roll. Here we go. All right, let's go full screen. So let's just show first. Hold on. Let's go to a bigger time frame. I need more data points. Here's the interesting thing about SPCE. Okay, so let's talk about it. Sacre bleu. Come on, smartboard. I'm on the weekly time frame. So SPCE had massive pumps, and then downtrend. Now it's just been on a stage one for the longest amount of time. The longest amount of time. So here's the thing. From the chart, yes, it looks like a garbage penny stock. But SPCE, Richard Branson, billion-dollar space company, space tourism, it is the future. Because again, the live is called Portfolio Management Live. So let's get that straight. If we're talking about long term, there is nothing wrong with having whatever amount you think is proper to you in SPCE. Right now, it's, again, stage one. So let's zoom in. It has a lot of potential because when news around this comes out, this thing moves like it's never moved before. So let's zoom in, right? It is in the buy zone. Again, the ticker is SPCE. It is in the buy zone, downtrend, and now stage one for the longest amount of time. Page 41. Page 41. Like I said, every time I get to the ticker, use page 41. The accumulation zone. Stage one is where you build up your position, not when it explodes. Right now, this thing is $4.23. You will not buy this thing when it explodes to $12. That's when people ask me about Palantir. Should we get into Palantir? It's $15, $16. If something has moved up $8, $9, $10, is more risk involved. You getting in is just way more risk involved. That's all it is. You can get into any stock you want at any time you want. Get in, enjoy, have a good time. By the way, I'm not live on Twitch. There was too much delays. There's too many tech issues. I said, screw it. Screw it. So there you go on the space. I do like space. I do like Richard Branson. Space tourism, I believe, is the future. And there's nothing wrong with buying in at these prices. So boom. Keep that in mind. If you want a good target, you should always have, you already know, an entry, an exit, stop loss. Even if it's not a scalp trade. Even with a swing trade. Long-term investment. The 200 EMA should be your profit target, which is in the roughly $11, in that range, $10, $11 range should be your profit target. So right now it's 423. Because like I said, when they start up space tourism, just Google it, search it up when it starts up again. Whenever it starts up and it comes hot in the news, that's when it starts pumping. So you don't want it when it's right here. Should I get in? Of course, you still can. Plenty of room to move. But eventually, space tourism is where it is. Just go back in time and study your history. Understand airplane technology. When airplane tech first came out, regular people couldn't afford it. It was only for the elite, the rich. Then it became common eventually through innovation. Now anybody and their mother can jump on a Spirit airline for $100 and get to wherever the hell they want to go. Space tourism will be the same eventually. Tickets are going for 6 figures. They'll eventually get lower as time progresses. So there you go. That's my outlook on SPCE. I actually don't mind this. If I didn't make what I made scalp trading, I would personally, I would have, of course, nice amount. My biggest position would be PLTR. It would be hands down from the 6s, the 7s. It would have been a 6-figure position in there. But again, I make more scalp trading than I do swing trading. It makes no sense to me to do this. Same thing with dividends. Like for me personally, I think dividends is a magical, great thing. I think everybody should get on it. But for me, it doesn't make sense. When you make a certain amount doing something else, why would you go to something else? Next one, what is this? Plug. Let's make it happen. So, oh God, this stock just, oh my God. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. People like this stock. Ticker is Plug. So here's the issue with Plug. It had one move to the upside, and then ever since then, it has only done one thing. Gone down. It has only gone down. That's my issue with this stock. It has minor pumps, collapse, pumps, collapse, pumps, collapse, and so forth. And if you notice, it's just collapsing on its own. That's what I tell you about this stock. Listen, I know a lot of you probably are stuck into it when that big green energy move happened, the electric cars and electric, everything was going up. But understand this, the charts itself clearly states it only knows how to do one thing. It goes down. It looks very similar to that crypto coin that you know I talk about all the time that is no good. Crypto.com, one of the worst crypto coins of all time. If the chart only goes down, why are you putting your money into it? I know some of you are like, Professor, should I dollar cost average in? How do you dollar cost average into something that only does one thing? Go down. There are so many other companies out there that you should put your money into. Again, understand economics 101, opportunity cost. Where is the opportunity and how much time are you putting into something? So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind about plug. Not a fan of it whatsoever. By the way, if you're in it and a pump comes out of nowhere, the 200 EMA should be your execution point at all times. That's what I use every time I need to sell. It's the 200 EMA right there. That's it. Not the 9, not the 20, the less squig. There's a reason why I got rid of it from the 4th to the 5th edition. Those two got wiped out. Do they work? Yes. Not saying they don't work. It's that the less lines you have, the more you can focus on price action. The candles. That's what it is. Your ultimate goal as a trader. Your ultimate goal as a trader should be to master one thing. What each of these represent. I want you to remember that because people ask me that all the time. What happened to the 9? What happened to 20? Nothing happened to them. Is that I wanted the focus to be more on, I felt the candles, than the 9, the 20, the indicators. That's it. So there you go. There is my piece on plug. P-L-U-G. Let's rock and roll. Matic. Talk about the most requested ticker ever. Matic and PLTR are the most asked about tickers. I could do a full live just on PLTR and Matic. So there we go. Let's go. Let's talk about it. All right, let's get rid of that. Boom. Let's go to daily. Let's go full screen. So again, one thing I'll say, let me write it first. So we are doing Matic. This is on the daily time frame. So one thing I'll say is this. Out of all the crypto coins, again, I've done a full-blown live. Just go through my videos and you'll see it. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Matic, FTM. If you're looking for crypto coins, you can't go past these 4. Okay, so Matic at all times is the best, in my opinion, the Polygon network. I think it's one of the best crypto coins, and it's at 64 cents. You already know why. You already know. That big devastation drop happened with Bitcoin falling. What happened? The government, the SEC, is coming after Binance and Coinbase. And also some of the exchanges like Robinhood, delisting it off their platform for regulations to come. The SEC is literally putting out news articles saying, get your crypto off the exchange, which I've been saying for 2 damn years. Full-blown videos done on how to protect your crypto and get it off the exchange. And people are still asking me, should I? And I don't have, the best part is I don't have to block them because you can't DM me. They just put it in the box I put. Literally so many people asking, should I? And I've been saying it for 2 years. And these are not new people. These are old people. People that have been around me long enough to know exactly what they should be doing. Unfortunately, some majority of people are just lost. They're lost to know what to do. But with Matic, here's the issue. Yes, it stopped falling. Yes, it's past that key 75, which I'll talk about. Matic absolutely loves. Let's go to the weekly time frame. I need more data points to have this conversation. Let's zoom in. Matic absolutely loves this range. This is his favorite range in the 70s, right here. This is its favorite range. We are out of that range and we went as low into the 50s because of all the news happening. So now here's the issue. We're in a predicament here, you could say. If cryptocurrency gets banned fully in America and Binance US and Coinbase get taken out, and you cannot use it. Just like FTX, just like what's the other ones? Come on, brain, I'm losing. Voyager and the other ones. You know this. If they all get the same fate as them, expect the prices to fall massively. So this is the issue. So if you were gonna, so now this is the question. I'll help you out with this one, right? If Matic or any crypto is long term, meaning you're down for holding it for a year, 2, 3, 4, whatever the number, years. If you're talking long term years, why the freak are you worried? You should have had the biggest smile on your face buying in it at the 50s or the 60s right now. Then, but if you're a trader, we're talking long, just going long, forget short. You're in a situation here because if the legislation comes down any day now and you can't withdraw your money or whatever, the news starts, the fear tactics fully start, this thing could fall hard. This should go as low as 30 cents. So that's a whole 50% drop. It could go down as low as 30 cents. If you look at the levels on this one, I've done a live on this. That's what the thing you need to keep in mind is. It could happen. It can also rally back up, but what is your perspective? How long are you taking this position on? That's what you need to keep in mind. And then if you are buying right now, get it off the exchange already. Like I don't think I should even have to say this anymore. Boom. That's what I'm telling you about Matic. Love this thing, but it's being manipulated way too much because of the news, like I said. So I'll conclude on this. Matic is not going anywhere. Bitcoin, they can try to ban it all day, every day. You have to understand why the United States government is banning these things, and other countries as well. They are eventually, all in due time, going to release their own cryptocurrency, their own central currency called CBDC. They don't want you to have competition. They don't want, no, governments are the greatest, go study history. Governments are their own greatest monopoly, hands down. They don't want competition from outside forces. Go study what they did with gold. Go study, they made gold, owning gold, illegal, okay? And then they said, bring it to us. We'll give you a good price. People gave them their gold. And right after that, gold, once they got all the gold prices exploded. So that's what they're doing. Get it off the exchange. I can't believe people still put in the box on my stories. Do you still believe in it? Like, are you, like, how do you not? That's like saying, the internet, let's go back in time. Oh, the internet's not going to be a thing. Go to YouTube. Go look at these old videos from the late 90s, middle of 90s with Billy Gates talking about the internet and email and people just laughing in the audience. It's hysterical. Hysterical. So we're not leaving crypto. Matic's not going anywhere. So keep your mind on what kind of trader you are, what is your position on this, how you want to play out Matic on this trade. So keep that in mind. There's my piece on Matic. Next one, let's rock and roll. SoFi is $9? When did this happen? What? Hold on to your seats, folks. When the freak? Whoa. May 15th, $4. May 23rd was $5. Whoa, what is going? Can someone tell me in the comments what's going on with the SoFi? When did this happen? Oh, holy moly. Jesus. Because I know a lot of my students are in SoFi, trade SoFi, love SoFi. Wow. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Okay. Here we go. So let's do it. Ticker is SoFi. I'm on the weekly time frame. So if you notice off the board, pumps, drop, it dropped. Set it up for a stage one. Massive stage one. Now it's exploding. Let's see what happens. By the way, I want you to understand something. Do you notice a trend so far? After a lot of sideways movement, it usually explodes to the upside. If you notice, the market's just been rallying and rallying and rallying. But now if you're watching the news and you're basing your decisions off the news, which news is based off of manipulating you, Propaganda, that's all it is. It's propaganda. They want to keep you on it. SoFi went crazy last month. Why, Eric? Debt ceiling had effect on it. Also student loans. God, SoFi about to pull back. Garbage. Had to do with student loans being implemented again, all because of the debt. Yeah, the student loan thing. I remember now. The student, yeah. So, massive explosion on SoFi right here. So let's look at it. Let's go down to a smaller time frame. Let's go down to the daily time frame. So now let's go full screen. So I'm surprised. I'm surprised no one said, should we get in? So SoFi, because y'all know better. One thing I got to say about the trading community is that you guys know better at this point. Majority of you have figured out the truth. You don't fall for nonsense anymore. You know, I feel like people are getting more enlightened about signal chats and they know it's not the place to be. Because I preach it so much. I don't look at what anyone else says. So I can't comment. I can't say nobody else says it. I can't comment. I don't know what anybody else is saying. I know I've been saying it since the beginning. Get off of signal chat. So you all are getting smarter. Y'all should be getting knowledge to become independent traders. Because I think that's the only way to trade. I'm just being straight. If you think being on a Zoom call, if you think being in a Discord, a signal chat where people are yelling out entries, I'm in, did you get in? Oh, I don't know the terminology anymore. I've been so out of track with these things. Going to the moon, I don't think anyone says that anymore. We're printing, we're eating. We're eating, bro. Everybody's eating. With 300 people yelling on a goddamn intercom. Yo, we're eating. Are you in? I'm in. When you get in, stop. Learn to do it yourself. Learn to do it yourself, for God's sakes. For God's sakes, learn to do it yourself. I think that is the only way to do it. Quietly, no noise. That is the only way I can do it. I'm telling you that. That's one of the keys of my consistency is alone. Not saying, everybody get into this. No. I'm laser focused on what the hell I'm laser focused on. So back to this. Point being, we are into the sell zone. So if I did get pumped for, we'll do a full pump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11-day rally. Over 2 weeks, this thing has rallied. One thing I'll say about SoFi, when it falls, it falls. When it falls, it falls. Just keep that in mind about this bad boy. So there you go. It is, like I said, it's in the sell zone. It is bullish as hell. That doesn't mean you just start shorting it. You have to wait for signs of weakness. We are on a clean stage 2, like I said. Clean stage 2. Wait for it to stage 3 and then become like the institutions. For God's sakes, page 41. Finally, I remember. Took me long enough. I can't remember my own favorite page. On page 41, become like the institutions. Stage 4. That is where I make I'm going to be straight, people. You know this. I say it all the time. That's where I make all my money. Stage 4. Stage 4 collapse. Stocks fall faster down than they go up. That's what I do in my bubble. That's why if you notice, I don't push anything. Like people literally have messaged me in the past saying, does it make sense to them? Why don't I have a Discord? Everybody else does. You're the only one. Because they don't work long term. Short term, you get that high. You get that adrenaline rush. Like, yeah, let's... And then when it kicks in, or when your Discord admin decides to disappear, shut it down, lessen the use of it, not want to be so active anymore. Because I can't imagine being one. I just can't imagine it. Like I'm leaving in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. I'm out the country for 3 months. I can't be running around on a Discord. I can't be. What? I'm trying to enjoy life. The point of being a trader is to escape the chains of the desk. That is the point. Like today I took a trade, praise God, I did good, I made a little bit. And I looked at the charts at the end of the day just to analyze my trades. I was journaling. And if I stayed on the screen all day, I would have made 4 times more. But I would have sacrificed, first of all, I don't have time to do that. But if I did have the time, I would have sacrificed my entire gorgeous day today. Sacrificed all of it just to make a little bit more. How much is enough? How much is enough? So, point being with SoFi, It's moving up. It's in the sell zone. Just wait till it to become stage 3 if you do want to short it down. If you are in this, yeah, you should be taking profits at some point, for God's sakes. When there's some stock rallies for 12 days, you don't want it to drop $2 and you're like, what? What? Start a Discord and call it We All Eating. We all eating. Oh my God, Eric. That's true. Isn't this stage 2 in the market a little overextended? It is stage 2, Sal. Just signed up for the mentorship. Looking forward to September. Let's go, Steven. Let's go. Praise God. Steven, you see that box on my IG? Go write your order number in. Let me DM, because you can't DM me. Write your order number in there. I'll see it. And then you'll get sent the information from my secret Instagram. I'll add you to close friends, because I post in close friends all the time. So that's where I really post. I don't really post publicly. I'm technically on a break, but Instagram won't let me leave. I tried 3 times. I just gave up deactivating. So, boom. If anybody's watching, they signed up for September or November, please message in that box. Let me get you in the secret Instagram in close friends and send you the form with all the other information if you want to get into Puerto Rico, because I am giving away the mentorship student. One mentorship student for Puerto Rico 2024 will win to live in the mansion with me. I'll pay for it, and I'll pay for your activities. I believe it's 9 days. I'll pay for it. I pay for both of those things out of my pocket. So make it happen. Make it happen so you can act. So you guys can win. I love giving away things. Like, that makes me happy. Like, I'm excited. The giveaway will happen, so get it on soon. But I believe the giveaway is my live, the first week of lives in July. I'll do it in July, at the end of the month, actually. It's the Friday at the end of the month. I'm doing the giveaway. So get on that. Steven, IG, go to my stories. Go to my stories. Put it in the box where it says the tickers. Just put in your name and your order number. Boom. So I'm done with SoFi. Done with SoFi. Next one is, here we go. PLTR, ladies and gentlemen. PLTR. So let's go. Oh, this ticker. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. If you've been with me long enough, and like I said previously, I'm a little upset that I did not do a live on this when it was $6, $7, meaning a full-blown episode, full-blown live, only on PLTR. Because there's, again, like I said, just go search up all the people saying this thing is going to zero. This thing is going to be $1, $2. God bless them. No hate towards them. No hate towards them. I don't know where they get their crazy things. I know where, actually. I don't know why I said I don't know where. They're focused too much on fundamentals only. Straight earnings, straight, when they don't understand that it's all manipulated. All those numbers, are you out of your mind? Do you not know what stock buybacks are? These CEOs, the heads of this, they buy their own shares. I'm not getting into it. Let's just focus on this. It's going to make me go into damn lecture, man. I don't want to go into lecture. Even though all I do is lecture. All right, here we go. The rock and roll. Ticker, like I said, is... Let's zoom out. All right. My favorite ticker of all time. This thing has made all my family money. Praise God. I'm on the daily time frame. That, out of everything, I'm just glad that when they hit, they hit. So ticker is PLTR. If you notice, like I said previously with SoFi, after stage 1, page 41. Page 41. Page 41. If you're a swing trader, investor, page 41 is your best friend. Is your best friend. By the way, for those put in my stories to buy the shirt, guys, I will not sell this. This will never be sold. No, I'm not dealing with the headaches. But you see, this is why I had the center one. You guys can see the logo perfectly. If it was here, you wouldn't have been able to see it. But how cool is this? The first time wearing it with the blazer on proper. So it looks good. But yeah, this is my uniform. Expect to see this everywhere soon because I ordered a lot of these for myself. So boom. So back to this. So now, exploded. If you notice, it is stuck within this range in the 16s, 14s. Could this explode and go further? Of course. I am a big believer in Palantir. I believe in one day, eventually. Today is June 13th, 2023. I believe one day this thing will be worth hundreds of dollars. Again, if you heard me I think I mentioned this almost every single week, for God's sakes. This is like the Minority Report. Go watch that Tom Cruise movie. They are doing stuff like Minority Report. So I believe this will be worth hundreds of dollars in the future. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not talking about as of now. Again, just to be clear, for those who are saying this guy's going to pump this. Bro, I'm telling you, I'm talking full transparency. I'm not a swing trader. The only investments I make is on my chest that you see in my school. Everything I do is for this, to build this property. So that's it. So for me, no. I don't have a cent in PLTR. I stopped scalping this months ago. So that's the point on that. Just so we're clear. For those of you that might ever say, what the hell? Just so we're clear, this could go more. But when something is overextended, the risk becomes too much. Could this go in the 18s and 20s? Yes. Can this go into the 40s? Of course. I'm saying it eventually will. I'm 100% saying it. But just so you know, my main reason to be here is to push you to hit sell when time comes to hit sell. There is no point of thinking that the market will forever just keep going up, up, up. But I want you to have the feeling of hitting sell and taking it out of your account. Nothing beats that. For the past, I think it's been a few weeks now, I take out profits daily. Daily transfer it out. And you know what I find interesting? I don't know about your broker, but Trade Zero. Every time I ask to take the money out, which is a daily, it says, give me a reason why, which I find fascinating. It always says, tell us why you want to remove. But they never ask me when I add money. But when I remove it, what I always put in pay bills, because that's what I use it for. Pay bills. There you go. So that's the situation. PLTR looks like it wants to push through. See what happens when it goes back in the 17s, 18s. It looks like it wants to push through there. It does want to go back into the 17. It just constantly is testing that resistance to push through. But me personally, I would have been out of the damn thing. Me personally, if I was swinging it, I would just find something else. Like I told my family, I talk to you. Number one, the truth being, I talk to you as if I was talking to myself. That's why I say the truth and I don't care if someone likes it or not. Because here's the beautiful thing. You know, when a lot of people tell me at the mentorship, a lot of the past students, they come. By the way, if you didn't know, if you took the mentorship in the past, the physical, you can come to every single classroom for free forever. Forever. You can pull up as long as there's space. But you know what they always say, the past one, Professor, how is it that they're always so good? Like they're good students, like they're good character. I'm like, because I show them my character. I wear my heart on my sleeve and then people see it, they resonate, it connects with them and they come to me. That's why. I don't act a certain way, a fake way, because that'll attract the fake people, because then that's not me. So that's the thing you have to understand. I just want you to fall in love with this game. That's all I want you to do. And have another form of income to be able to do the things you want. Some of my students were like saying about my chauffeur, they're like, how is it? I'm like, the greatest thing I've ever achieved is having a show. That's me personally. I know no one talks about it publicly, but I'm talking about it publicly. If you ask me, one of the greatest gifts trading has given me is, yes, not really caring about things and doing what I want. Yeah. But it's having a chauffeur. Like for the first time today, I took a nap in there. I just knocked down and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Getting your errands run and just jumping in and boom, boom. That should be, I think, everyone's life goal is to stop driving their cars and start just get one. That should be an ambition, if I could tell you. Because I wish someone told me that. That should be an ambition in life. Sit back, journal, read a book, and let them take you. So use your stock profits to live that life. I'm not going to sit here and say, I drive a Lambo. I don't own a car. I have a motorcycle. But I fell out of love for that. I'm going to ride that tomorrow because I have to do a podcast in Manhattan tomorrow. And it's going to be a gorgeous day. I might as well ride and explore. So, boom. All right, that's my piece with PLTR. You know what? Let's look at MACD RSI for a second. So, RSI as well in the danger zone for a long, long time. Look at that. All those days in the danger zone. They don't look so hot. That's number one. Next, MACD. Oh, MACD. MACD on PLTR on the daily time frame. Momentum, loss of momentum here. Buyer seller line are getting closer. By the way, it's in the book. I know you're told that MACD RSI don't work. God bless you. God bless you. I don't care who tells you what. But buyer seller line are getting closer to touching. Yes, could it continue up? Of course. But when a crossover happens, expect the drop. Expect the drop. Boom. All right, let's keep going. Come on. So there's my outlook on PLTR. But if we're talking, if you're a long-term investor, I'll talk straight. If you're a long-term investor on the next pullback, you should load up. If you're a long-term, the ones that want to hold the position for years. If I didn't have the school, oh, baby boys and girls, I would have a fortune in PLTR in the 6s and 7s. Fortune. I'm talking insane amounts of money in PLTR. I'm a big believer in Peter Thiel. What do you want me to say? All right, here we go. Nvidia. Finally had a little pullback. My God. Finally. All right, here we go. Jesus. So let's talk about Nvidia. Nvidia on the daily time frame. So if you notice here, this thing has only done one thing, gone up. This thing has only done one thing and gone up. Even in this massive move to the upside, it had a mini downtrend, and now it's continuing again. Computer chips are not going anywhere. Computer chips are not going anywhere. So there you go. AI, they need a lot of computer chips. Quantum computing needs all those computer chips. By the way, the thing right now is AI, and then after AI, let me give you a little heads up on the future. When you start hearing quantum computing, when it becomes like a common theme, because AI needs a lot of processing power to get faster, go search up. I should do a live on that. Maybe I'll think about it. But quantum, let me jump the gun on this one. I gotta go do that. Tell me in the comment section. What do you guys think? Should I do a live on quantum computing? Quantum computing and the quantum stocks and the quantum related crypto coins. Because if you want to early jump on that, there you go. I just gave you the piece, one of the big pieces of the future puzzle. AI is great. It needs a lot of processing power. A lot of these computers of ours are not going to handle it. Quantum computing comes and seamlessly integrates with AI, and then rocket ship to the moon. Rocket ship to the moon. Damn, look at all the comments. Yes, yeah. Look at all the comments about quantum. Yeah, if you want to get ahead, if you always feel you get into something late, start researching about quantum computing. Start researching that up, because that's coming next, folks. There you go. You know, it's funny. No one says anything to me about anything. But if I'm wrong about something, they'll go crazy. But when you're right or you help people early on, no one says a peep, which is a normal human being thing. It doesn't bother me because I know how humans are. They only react. Like you could tell people to buy PLTR 6.7, Matic in the 30s. They won't say a word to you, even if they're up big, even if they made a fortune. But the second it goes down, you're the first one they'd blame. So boom. And then we're all eating. Surge 100%. 100%. There you go. But at the end of the day, I'll look at my schedule. I'll see how I can fit that in, because I don't have much time left. I'll see how I can fit that in. But at the other, you know, it's funny, as a human being, the other side of me, I'm gonna be straight. I'll do it. I'll research it and I'll do it. But the other side of me will go, this is what the other side, what's the point? Even if everyone eats, no one's gonna give you credit. I'm talking to myself, which is fine. I don't need it. That's why I live in a bubble. If you notice something about me, that's why I live in a bubble. I trade in a bubble. I'm not here to get thanks from anyone but God. So boom. All right. So Nvidia, like I said, is just continues and continues and continues. Me personally, I'll be straight. If I was a stock swing trader or an investor, both into this, I wouldn't, because it's moved up too much. Like I always say, if there's one thing I can stress, if it's moved up, when the hell? This thing has been going on for how long? January. 6 months. This thing has not come down. Do I have to do this? I'll do it. I'll just go back in the past, for those of you that don't know, to illustrate my point. Here. I think I talk about this every Tuesday. Because when I come back on Instagram actively, we'll go back to the entries and exits show, which I do miss. So if you notice, what the hell? If you notice, Nvidia did the same thing. Notice any parallels here? Notice any parallels here? And then devastation to the downside. For those of, if you want me to say, like I know on the news, all they ever say is, yes, Nvidia, the future, da, 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 da. They say it after it's already moved up too much. Why do you think Kramer, I feel bad for the guy. I really do. I'm on Twitter. I don't follow the man, but I see the algorithm show me stuff of what people say to him, and it's horrible. I don't know why he's still on Twitter. He must have thick skin like there's no tomorrow. Because, and I feel bad for him, like I said. By the time he calls for you to get in, it's already moved up so much that it becomes asinine to tell anyone to get in. Just because something's moved up doesn't mean it can't go up more. Yes, of course, I get that. But I just want to make you as risk averse as possible, as safe as possible in a trade. That's all I'm trying to say here. That's what I, at the end of the day, just want you to have. Because I believe the only thing that keeps me going, like continuously doing the live, no one's paying me to be here. I'm not forced. I run my own business. I have people that work for me. I have an army of things that get done. This is the only thing, if you notice on IG, I don't post. I haven't posted in over a month. I don't want to post. I'm on a mental break. But lives, I'm not leaving this. I'm not leaving this. That's why I made a Twitch. I made a Rumble. Because this I like doing. Take away everything. Because I want you to have the same feeling I have. The course is free. For those watching saying, oh, this guy, the course is free. Don't pay me a cent. I don't need your money. I'm not going to sit here going, what do people say to get people to join their Discords? I don't even know what they say. I don't follow those people. But the point being, I just want you to have the freedom. And that freedom comes with being able to hit sell when you have to hit sell and use that money to execute bills, to get things that you want in life. And that gets you that high going. For me, my high is I got to give back. I know it's a secret. I know my success is directly correlated with what I do right here. That's how you want, if you want the truth of this, I guess the selfish part of it would be, I know by doing this, the man up top, God Almighty, rewards me with my success in my life. The health, being able to do what I do, being able to trades going my favor. Yes, I execute, I hit sell, but those opportunities are there. I feel like I'm a religious man, that those are blessings for me. Every time I hit sell and I take out those profits, that's because I do these things. That's what I believe, and that's why I do it. Go do it yourself and try and see how your life completely changes. If your wife has been acting up, your husband's been acting up, go give some charity to the poor. Or take your spouse and do it. Watch how your relationship shifts when it becomes about a higher purpose. You'll notice things, your children will start acting right. Just try it. If you don't have to believe it, do it for a month actively. Go with the family and find where the poor are. Don't give them money. Buy them food or make them whatever the hell you want to do. Just don't give charities money. Don't comment about it. I don't care if you don't believe in that. I'll block you. Don't start with the charities. But this charity, I don't believe in any of them. I believe majority of them are using the money to fund their own operations. I'm completely against it. I believe doing it yourself. So that's my piece on that. But going back to this, for those that might question me or go against what I'm saying on this, but the news, but computer chips, I'm not going to sit here and count how many days this is. But if your mind, by the way, just want to make another point, a little diversion. This was a stage 3. This was a stage 3, and then it exploded. So just so you know, it doesn't work perfectly. It's not 100%. It's not 100%, just so you know. Because look. But if you traded this from 120 and sold at 280, pretty sure you're not complaining. Because you didn't know this was happening. You didn't know this was happening. And now this thing went from, what is this? 280 to 410, doubled in price. Take the profits. Just prepare for what's coming. Because when this comes, and if you don't believe it, it's fine. Go back in time and see what exactly happened. Go and study the charts. If you want to spend a good week of yours learning, just go jump from chart to chart to chart to chart, blue chips. Just study them across the board. Boom. There's my thoughts on Nvidia. I think the risk is way too great. It has moved way too much. Yes, I believe in computer chips and all that good stuff, but it's already moved up too much. Can it go up more? Of course it can. Not disagreeing with anyone on that one. All right, let's go. Next one. Next one is Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. So before I start, let's zoom out a little bit. So if you don't know, Bitcoin is constantly manipulated, is constantly demonized on the news by world governments across the board. It's always a problem. This is a currency for us. They will never, ever get rid of it because it doesn't work that way. You cannot take the power out of the people. You can ban all the apps all day. That's where cold storage comes to play. And so point being, I will always be a believer in Bitcoin. For those that constantly ask me, look at one of my recent videos. I believe one of the thumbnails still has laser eyes. I know that went out of fashion. I'm still a believer in Ethereum, Bitcoin, Matic, FTM. I believe in it. So let's have the conversation. Bitcoin is down, of course. Why? Because of what's going on, like I said, with the United States government, and they're trying to ban the major crypto exchanges, so you won't be able to buy your cryptocurrency. You'll have to find other means of doing it. It is coming back to the 200. I'm on the weekly time frame with Bitcoin. It is coming back to the 200. Let's see what happens. If you notice something here, I should do a better line on this. Let's do that again. We do have an upwards channel. Could we get another bounce off the 200? Let's see what happens. The pullback is natural. You wait to see what happens here. We are down about $5,000 from the 30,000. Let's go on a daily time frame for a second. So if you've been watching me long enough, you know, just go back to the videos. You wait for it to come back, like I said, to the 200 EMA. If you want, let's pull up the page. It is in the book. Again, everything is just linked down below. Do I really have to talk about it? The damn banner shows up at the bottom. What page is it on? 66. Everyone jump to page 66. You should be following the 200, the chart. I have a full video on it and the quiz. That's the beauty of my book. It has quizzes in there to test yourself. So use that as your guide. The 200, I know a lot of people say it doesn't work, which I find hysterical because it makes me so much money when I scalp trade. Like, I am absolutely in love with the 200 and the VWAP. And you know, here's the thing, I feel bad for anyone that says that they don't work. This is what it is. They don't know how to use it properly. Let me use a good example. Damn, I was going to use a sports example, but why do I bother? I don't watch sports. It's a waste of time. But I'll use a good one. Imagine trying to cook with this. You cut your tomatoes, your onions with this. But then you tell someone you can use a knife. I don't have a knife here, of course, but you know how it has the sharp side and the dull side? Was there a time when you grab the knife and you're cutting? It happened to me. I love cooking. Where you're cutting and you're not paying attention. You're cutting with the dull side. And I'm like, why is it not cutting? I have to put so much effort into it. Tell me in the comments if that happened to you. I might not be the crazy one. But I've done that. Where I'm cutting and it's the dull side. So then I'm like, flip the knife over and then I cut and it slices right through. That's all it is. People just don't know how to use it properly. Multiple time frames. How it works with certain tickers. It's all different. It's gray. What I say at the mentorship, for those watching, it's all gray. It's not black and white, it's gray. That's all it is. Using a knife, but learning to use the sharp side. Give a little kid a knife. The little kids play with their toy knives, right? Where they pretend because they could cut themselves. Think of it that way. So there you go. So now, Bitcoin, let's see what happens in this $25,000 mark. We are on a straight downtrend right here. Could we get a bounce off of it? Let's see. Let's see, because like I said, if the ban goes through and they shut down Coinbase US and Binance US and Coinbase, expect this to break and for bloodshed to go into the low 20,000s. Expect it like it's no tomorrow. Eventually it'll go back up, of course, but expect that to happen. Same thing happened when China banned Bitcoin, India banned Bitcoin, and other countries when they worked together to fully ban it. So there you go. So there's my piece. I always end the show with Bitcoin. That's what everybody loves. I will see you guys on Friday. Ahmed, Ryan, and Paul, if you're watching, do me a favor. Get if you can, let me know your schedules. Message me on the secret Instagram. Let's get you boys on the show and let's do a good experience story of you three boys, because your stories I find is fascinating and I know a lot of people will learn from it. I'll see you guys on Friday. Trade safe. Be good. Remember, I'm not live on Twitch because I got delayed here. May peace be upon you all and take your profits this week. Boom, boom, boom.